270 different nationalities, 300 languages, cathedrals, minarets, synagogues, temples everywhere. A world city with a diversity of talent. Human capital is just as important as financial capital, but it's not a question of pure numbers. The UK and South Africa rub shoulders with the likes of China and India, countries many, many times our size, yet we compete. We more than compete. We can thrive, and it's because of education, training, and qualifications. Success of existing or aspiring economic hub rests squarely on professionalism. The more professional your workforce, the better your reputation, and the more likely you are to attract investment, business, and growth. As well as being Lord Mayor, I'm also the chairman of the CISI, which provides vocational qualifications for over 40,000 people every year, over 70 countries, including, I'm happy to say, South Africa. And you might say that our presence here is small, but perfectly formed. We recently signed a memorandum of understanding with the University of Joburg, which will result in some of our qualifications being built into the undergraduate programs. It's a great step. It'll pay dividends for those students. South Africa also the global economy itself, as will investment in primary and secondary education, building blocks of business, subjects like English, maths, sciences, taught well and taught early. I know the South African government, like the UK government, has recognized the need for improvement in this area. There's massive expenditure allocated to education, and the South African government forward-thinking action plan is already improving the quality of learning. But more needs to be done to raise standards in maths and science. And the UK stands ready with our support and our experience. The talent pipeline begins early, and China and India are both investing huge amounts of time and money into their schools. If places like the UK and South Africa want to retain our place in the world stage, we must have to shore up our educational foundations against this tide of competition lapping around us. And the best way to do that is to share best practice and to make the most effective learning techniques from all around the world. And that is what the CISI does. And it's a characteristic of almost all the successful educational institutions. As the Lord Mayor, there is one educational achievement I'm particularly proud of, the Mansion House Scholarship Scheme. It allows some of the most talented young people from around the world to come to the UK and study in our terrific institutions. All countries rely on talents of their young people, and there's no one more valuable investment than the investment in their education. Through schools, universities, apprenticeships, continuing development, specialist institutions, and every other form of learning, education nourishes economies from root to branch. And we in the UK stand by our friends in South Africa, ready to share our experiences and our expertise. From the CISI to the ACCA, from Imperial College to City and Guilds, we have a huge number of institutes, all of which are willing to work with you to share best practice and to ratchet up our standards even higher.